Welcome, listeners. Today we're diving into the new member experience in sororities.
We'll be talking about finances, time commitments, and overall process of joining. So if you're considering going Greek, this episode is for you.
To get started, I just wanted to give a brief intro about myself. My name is Tatum. I'm a sophomore at Coastal Carolina University, but by the time you'll be listening to this, I'll be a junior, so there's that. And then I'm from Annapolis, Maryland. I'm a recreation and sport management major with social media and marketing minors, and I joined in fall of 2023.
Hi guys, my name's Emily Rivnak and I am a junior at Coastal Carolina University. I'm a sustainability major and I first joined in the fall of 2023 and I have loved it ever since. It's honestly been the best decision I have made while being here because I have grown so many connections on campus, and if I could do it all over again, I probably would, because the rush of running home on bid day and getting my littles are indescribable. I know my sorority will always have a special place in my heart, so that's why I joined.
Guys, I like my sorority too. I just didn't write a whole thing about it, but because I don't know, I love my sorority and everyone in it, and we are all so close, and I love my little and all my friends. That's really all I have to say about it, I guess. So first we're going to talk about the new member process. So I'm going to talk about like what it looks like. It's usually around 8 weeks, though some chapters have shorter timelines.
Yeah, we can't really get into specifics of each chapter just because we all have our own different process. Some focus on educational modules, some meet weekly, and others limit full access to the whole experience sometimes.
You'll also learn about your sorority's history, rituals, and leadership structure.
And of course, the fun traditions of Big Little reveal and new member ceremonies to welcome you into the sisterhood.
There are also bonding activities, time spent with your member class, and even dates with older members to get to know them better.
The biggest part of this period is seeing how well you can balance academics, social life, and personal responsibilities. I know it can be intimidating, but the older members are here to guide you through the process. Even if it isn't in your own chapter, us RCs will always be there for you guys. Like, we were once in your shoes, so we can say from personal experience.
So next we're going to talk about finances and what to expect when you join a sorority. So that might be stressful if someone hears finances, you're like, oh, like money. So basically, but what your finances are your dues. And the biggest question that people have that is, how much does it actually cost?
The most expensive time is right when you join, just because you're paying for your badge, your new member fees, Panhellenic fees, and your annual dues, but you are transitioning into an active member after your new member experience, so the dues will go down dramatically.
I think that also brings up the concept of people wondering, are we really paying for our friends? And I want to come on here and say that is completely false.
Yeah, completely. Just because our dues do go towards national fees, social events, bid day, sisterhood activities, retreats, and our philanthropies. So we're not paying for the people we hang out with. We pay to have these experiences with them, and that's just a thing that I want to put my money towards, to be honest.
Exactly. Plus, if like you need help with stuff, like there's payment plans to space things out, but you do need to know like there are deadlines. Like you can't just like pay it all at the end of the year or anything.
Yeah, and don't think like anyone's going to judge you for that, just because everyone goes through experiences where they might be tight on money, or they just don't know when money will be coming in. So it is okay to reach out and ask for a payment plan. There we go. And merch is optional, but it's definitely tempting. I know for Big Little, I spent a lot, but spending is totally up to you.
I did spend a lot on my little, but it's okay. That's where like all my money went for this year, to be honest with you. But it's totally worth it, and I love spending money on my friends and people that I love, so it's always great. But also don't forget there are scholarships both through Panhellenic and individual chapters to help with costs as well.
Yeah, definitely. But another commitment you do have to keep in mind is when you are deciding to go Greek, what the time commitment might look like. I know some majors require more study time or homework, so it is definitely a time commitment that you have to keep in mind.
Yeah, and some chapters have more mandatory events than others, but as a new member, you'll probably want to go to as many events as possible so you can meet new girls and just familiarize yourself with the girls that you already met through recruitment, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, like there's sisterhood activities, socials, and even Panhellenic puts on activities that allow you to grow bonds with the members in your organization and expand your connections throughout the whole Panhellenic community. I think my biggest advice is that when you put in as much effort as you want in return. I learned that very quickly through my experience, because if you show up every day with a positive attitude and try and pick up at least a few conversations every day, you're making new friends so quickly. But if you show up with a bad attitude, you will find yourself quickly isolated. And I know that can be like very intimidating, but that's the whole reason why you go Greek, is to make new connections.
Also adding on to that, like, those girls want to meet you too. Like, I knew I wanted to meet all, like, I literally would go around and make rounds and talk to every single person just to find out their name so I recognized them. Like, I always try to put a name to a face, and then you can form the connections after that. It also, like, don't let that discourage you if you're, like, introverted, because I am introverted. I know it was hard for me to get out of my shell, but that's why I actually went through recruitment, so I could talk to people and, like, get to know them and make new friends and all of that. Especially coming to college, it was hard because I live far away. So, but you will be nervous, but it will be worth it because you get to participate in all the fun stuff. As long as you fulfill your commitments, like attending mandatory meetings and service events, like you will, like Emily said earlier, you make, like, what is the word? Like, you, as much as you put in, you get out of it. Like, if you put in nothing, like, you're going to get nothing out of it, and you're just going to be, like, actually wasting your money if you don't go to anything. But you usually want to.
No, exactly. I think being in the RC class, like, we're trained for this experience, and so we're all coming from different organizations, going through the experience again of making new friends, reaching out, trying to connect with everyone. So we're in the same position again as we were when we were new members. And so as Panhellenic sisters, we encourage everyone to donate a certain amount of your time to hanging out with other people, putting in service hours. And I know that some chapters might require more hours out of other people, so you do have to check in about that.
We also encourage you to seek out leadership roles after you settle into your sorority, because that will also help you, like, form a sense of yourself in that sorority that you are in, if that makes sense. Like, getting a position in your chapter will help you stand out and, like, get people to talk to you and know you, and, like, hopefully they would vote for you to have that position if that's the kind of position you're looking for. But beware, there is also, like, another time investment. Like, it's more time on top of that, but it will look great on your resume and will help you develop important life skills.
Yeah, adding on to that, like, I have a position in my sorority right now, and it has made me reach out to so many people I never talked to before. And so that's also a great way as new members, like, lean into your executive positions, or the girls who are in exec positions, because it's a great way, like, for them to get closer to you and for you to feel like you have a place in your sorority.
Exactly. I don't have a position right now, but I'm looking for one. My position is RC, actually. So, but overall, the new member experience is a whirlwind of emotions, but it's such an invaluable time to grow and build relationships and find yourself.
Whether you're thinking about joining or already in the process, we hope this gives you a better understanding of what to expect. Please do not be afraid to reach out if you have any questions or want some tips. And thank you for listening.
Yes, thanks for listening, and have a great day.